Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice. I've been doing some soul searching recently about where I want to be and where I want to go with all of you in the next 10 years. Dave Grohl said this quote that I find really inspiring, so I'm going to read it. Always have the highest bar for yourself. Wake up every day, and no matter how crappy you feel, want to change something for the better. Do something that makes someone happy. Create something that inspires someone. Be someone's light when they are hopeless. Imagine what the world would be like if we all did that for the next 10 years. Now, for the next 20 to 30 minutes, I want to listen to a song together that was written by Dave Grohl and be inspired by that. Let's get to it. I am so into this sound overall. It has a really clear vision in it that I didn't get from the last performance, probably because the last performance is this incredible tribute to Taylor Hawkins and was my hero. Oh my gosh. I mean, I was just like bawling over and over and over. There's so much clean in their sound and so much drive forward in their sound. I think the production of the beginning is fascinating. The way it's got a filter on it, and then suddenly it's so fresh and crisp once they get going. Oh, wow. So I had decided I really wanted to hear a studio version of their song after hearing an incredible live performance last time, which is why we're back here. I understand this is one of their most famous songs. I think it helped to establish really their sound. So I'm digging into it. We're going to go back to the beginning. Right, this feels a little restrained, dark, moody, introspective. There is a smokiness in his voice there. The way it is produced and panned to the sides is really interesting. It almost has this feeling like there's somebody behind me pulling me back, but really it's just panned pretty far to the sides on each can. I think that's the funniest word. Cans for headphones, anyhow. Oh, back a little further. I really love the way that in this phrasing there's a lift up right before a pause. So it all began is essentially the spoken way to phrase that. It gives this hovering and a question in the middle of a sentence that I wouldn't have normally thought to give a hovering question. And so it all began. And so it all began just by how that vocal expression and line is written in the song. There's a bunch of questioning in it. I'm going to go back one more time to pay attention to how he's set these lyrics a little bit more, because that little tiny difference was major. The little break is interesting in there. so fascinating from the production standpoint. Again, there was this little hole essentially in the frequencies of the sound. A lot of times when I'm listening to a song, I'm thinking about what frequencies, what notes are low or high, and things like the sizzle on the drum kit is actually extremely high, and consonants like S's and H's can be very, very high, where the vocals sit compared to the guitar, how all of these things have their own little sonic space that's carved out for them. And sometimes there'll be a feeling of emptiness is the best way to describe it, where you feel like the sound seems full, but there's some part that feels a little empty. What is it? And what happened is partway through this initial, I guess once the music was really going, not that little intro, but the next part, maybe the first verse, partway through that, suddenly the little hole got filled in. And it was brilliant. I was wondering where it was. So, right, like it feels big, but especially compared to the intro here, but still empty. But wait for it. Here, right, we got higher cymbals on the drums, more sound from the instruments, but none of it is competing with the voice. And even more right there, a lot more filling in. And a totally different texture. There is this incredible fierceness in the way that he's singing that like almost brings me to tears. I love it. That kind of fierce fighting to survive, fierce fighting to bring this message across. I've experienced that performing several times with opera, and it is thrilling to unleash on an audience. Just like this absolute demand to live, this absolute demand to shout and let your message be heard. It is one of the most incredible experiences and one of the most wonderful things to share with people. I feel like I know there's a clip of me analyzing myself from years and years ago singing Martin Alla Art, and it had fury in it. I see this fury in his performance, and it is chilling and brings so many incredible memories just flooding to my mind. I'm so into this music video too. This is an incredible shoot. The tension built up and the demand to be yourself in it is it's just awesome. I want to go back and talk a little bit about the vocals here. One of the things that I find amazing about him is he's had so many different positions in bands, right? I mean, besides songwriter, vocalist, guitar player, drummer, he's filled so many roles in the music business that is such a life achievement to me. I'm wanting to dig a lot more into his life. I know he's an incredible author too. So obviously I'm very interested and inspired by him in general right now. So I think it's essential that we dig into the Foo Fighters catalog quite a bit for me to get that background. At this point, right, he's had the tragic death of Kurt Cobain in Nirvana and moved on and is now with the Foo Fighters fronting here. And he does not have what I would typically think of Like immediately, this is a frontman kind of voice. It's not, it doesn't have that timbre or like there's not a like super mega pained quality. He has a good voice though, good voice and freaking excellent music skills all around. And so what he's done, I think in a lot of the production here, he's set things perfectly for his voice, which is why it makes it so impactful. A person doesn't have to have the most astonishing voice, the hugest range on the planet to communicate a wonderful message in a song. Ultimately, the greatest performances, the greatest singers are the people that move us. And he's already, in the song is crazy. I didn't think this song was going to move me to tears, but oh my gosh, it connected with me in such a massive way. So I say it was a great performance. But he's been staying in a relatively narrow vocal range. The power is there, but it's not like the most powerful voice on the planet. But he's added some distortion in a super classy, good technical way, doubled his voice in really smart ways. He's set the lyrics so well so they fall into a powerful range for him. Like all of these things have added up to him essentially communicating a message that moves me. And I'm like, bring on the feels, please. Yes, that's wonderful. So I'm going to go back and just notice how the words are set. Notice where it sits in his voice too. All of these things, they just add up to wonderful. Really well used in that range. The way that it goes up a little higher in the chorus, a lot of times people find it a bit easier to add that kind of distortion, that edgy aggression when it's just a little bit higher like that. Naturally, there's going to be a lot more power as well. I love the way that overall I'm just getting tons of drive and fury from his sound. So in the melody of the chorus, that highest pitch that we're hearing there, that has so little movement. Most of the time it's hanging out on one pitch and then it'll just drop down a little bit and then go back up. The harmony actually has more movement in it. It's kind of nuts. That's a very, very unusual setup for harmony and melody. Ooh, beautiful clearing of the sound right there. And I love the way that he hung on and did a little swoop down in the voice too that guided us into that, but it was still a shock when it all stopped. It was just perfect. You're the pretender. What if I say I would never surrender? Ooh. Part of what makes that so fantastic is in the background, there's actually a raise that's happening in the pitch. One more time. So this happened in the voice and instruments. That's such a bluesy riff. Okay, the buildup is incredible. We're gonna go back and then I'll let it play through this buildup. There is so much bluesiness in his sound right now. It's got like a little Louisiana swampy going on in there, but it's right. We still have a bit of aggression, almost like a combo of a little bit of like a punk rock grunge in there too, obviously coming from Nirvana. I just didn't expect it to tame down so much, but it mixes really, really, really well. Like those two things go, the moment that I hear that, I think, oh yeah, that's another great flavor for this band. I love it. It works. But I wouldn't have thought about that being the right flavor before. It's like when you have this incredible dish and somebody says, you know what this needs? And you're thinking, nah, this dish is perfect. And they say sage. You're like, what? Okay, sage would make that dish perfecter. Perfecter. It's a word.
I'm the voice inside your head. You refuse to hear.
It's dangerous, Swampy.
In your stare. I'm what's left. I'm what's right. I'm the enemy.
That's so dangerous. I love it.
You to your knees. So who are you?
Ooh. Oh my word. What a thrilling music video. It works so well with the music. And they did so much to tease before this big hit with, I think, our final chorus or final two choruses. They took that anticipation and ramped it up and up and up by going down and down and down. It was amazing. We're gonna go back and talk about each of these parts. Right, in the guitar, there's this repetitive pattern. It's really, really short pattern, and every time it goes up, it almost sounds like it's crying back down. And then his voice is doing a cry, and in a bit, I think he goes up to a higher pitch and repeats the same kind of pattern, again, adding anticipation. Ooh, let's go.
So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you?
And this calling back to the intro, freaking brilliant. This one piece in the entire song, like this one single piece is the sweetest because it is drenching with anticipation. Not only is it drenching with anticipation, it also ties together the very beginning of the song. That is masterful. Okay, I'll let it play. Oh, beautiful. I love the way they've mixed this chorus, this second one here. So we still have that main part from the chorus, the what if I say essentially part, that is still there, but they shifted it in the mix to the background so that they could bring forward that part that we heard from the intro of the song. It's almost like it is interweaving this outrageous fury to live and be yourself with that keep you in the dark, this almost feels like a societal pressure to conform. and mixing them together, and wow, what a great shot. Oh my gosh. This is just such a cool setting for a music video. But mixing those two together, I think, as they're often mixed in real life. Wow. Ooh. Oh, okay. I loved the way that we went from the chorus. We actually had almost a progressive element where it modulated into this ending section, right? And with this yell of "Who are you?" I love the way he's using harsh vocals to express this now. The song has gone up and up and up and up. And at some point, you can't just sing, you have to scream that you will be yourself, that you will uphold the values you believe in strongest. And it is a beautiful time to insert harsh vocals right there. So let's go back a little bit so we get that harmony shift. I am so into this song. This is gonna go on a playlist. It's probably gonna go on several playlists. Fiercely inspirational, I think. In fact, let's make up a playlist of fiercely inspirational songs we have already analyzed on this channel. If you are just in desperate need of some more of this kind of music analysis, check out this playlist over here, and may you fall more in love with music every day. Mwah.